Hello everyone, xHedra here bringing you episode 2 of Sink into Madness, a mud pack by John Bams and M1 Jordan Allen. So I didn't do a 40-minute time lapse, and then there's a good reason for that. I'm going to go into it right now while I'm finishing the base. The reason I didn't do 40-minute is that in between my episode and the time lapse, I reviewed my notes that I'd taken, and there was a note saying night between day 4 and 5 special event. And that's the make or break point. So today, this episode, we're at the make or break point. I'm going to finish my roof right now. I'm going to start talking to you about the special event. Every 2 days, there's a chance of special event. And on the fourth night, there's a 100% chance of special event. The special event is more mobs, and that's why we needed a closed base as soon as possible. And by closed base, I mean as close as possible. There is one event that if it happens, we're going to die 100% sure. There's no way to survive. I've never had a way of surviving it without a fully closed base. So now that this is all closed, I also want to close the back wall here because I want to have a safe place that I can't be targeted by acid or fire mob. So in the events you can get, one of the event is birds that throw venom. Okay, one of them is birds, just more bird, like a crazy amount of bird. Oh God, this bird is scary. Like I have the double roof, but I don't have the double floor, so I'm afraid of being grabbed through the floor. The other event that's really scary is the pink pigs. If you get the pink pigs event, whatever pink pigs you kill spawn 3 wasps. And these wasps, they can go through the half slab and kill you. So by night 6, we need a fully closed room to be safe from the stupid spawning mobs that we're going to get. But by night 4, with this, we should be able to survive 3/4 of the special event. And it might seem boring to you, and I'm sorry if that's the case, but I'm trying to give you the best way of starting. For the second night, we actually want to close this like so. I'm not going to fully close it right now because it's still not the event, but like this, because we have a double layer. So the mobs can maybe get through here, and if they get through here, you're going to go like crazy with your axe to kill them, which makes me think I should have broken that. I need a second axe. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh. And you know what? I'm going to make a second axe, but I'm also going to make a pickaxe because I'm going to explain the next step. Let me just finish preparing for the special event. 1, 2, 1, 2. Axe, perfect. Pickaxe, perfect. Okay, so the one worry that we have right now, although I say that, and I completely forgot that we got our string, so I need to do something quickly again. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 12 string. Perfect, like so. And 12 string makes 3 wool. And then I need 3 plank. You guys know what I'm doing. I'm making a bed. In that mud pack, I don't think you can sleep at night. I don't remember being able to. So spawn has been set. And it always says monsters are nearby. But now that the spawn has been set, if I die, this is where I'm going to reappear. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a 3rd stone axe. Not because I necessarily need it, but because I got a reward of stone. If I had a reward of dirt, 64 dirt, I would have sifted dirt to get enough stone. But I'm going to make another stone axe that I'm going to put in this chest right here. Because now I'm ready for the night, for the special event. And
Cinderfall,
and it's the special event of fire. And guess what, guys? We have a wood base. Not the best of special event we can get, but we're going to play it very safe and going to stay in the back here. And you know, wood takes a long time to burn. So if there's things that get burning, hopefully we're going to be able to stop the fire tomorrow, and the bottom part can't burn, so the only worry would be to have a fire on top here. So now that we're kind of safe, I think we are safe. There's the poison event, there's the fire event, there are these boulder dash event that puts some special mobs that throws rock at you. but we would be safe from that. You get the extra bird event, and you have the ping pig. If you get the ping pig, exit, restart your game, or if you have a save, go back to a save, because there's no way you can survive this event. And Cinderfall is over, so now we just need to wait for the mob to despawn. So while we're waiting for this, let's look at the quests. We'll always have the quest with unclaimed reward because it's the Beware quest, which is repeatable. It's repeatable every day because it gives you a Weisenberg balloon. The next series of quests we want to do is this quest line. This is very important. So simply OP. You will get berry bushes while you are sifting dirt. You can then juice the berries for a very saturating snack. So it wants a snozzberry bush, it wants a juicer, and it wants a juice of any kind. Then the next one is slime. There is a number of ways to get slime variation. Most of these ways are in GEI. Some slime's equivalents can be crafted in a 3x3 grid, then uncrafted to convert to a vanilla slime ball. Rice seeds can be obtained through Ex Nihilo blood, can be obtained through Thinker Construct, and smelting rotten flesh. Slime islands can be found in the world, and more. So, on my other playthrough, I found a slime island on my first exploration. So it was very easy, and it's only when I needed more slime that I had to do a research. And finally, the last research I did was that. I researched how to make the rice slime ball. To make rice slime ball, you need rice dough and a water bucket or water bottle. And the rice dough you get with rice, and rice you get from rice seed, and rice seed you get from sifting dirt through a flint stiffened mesh. Oh, I can get my chest here. So let's get 9 string like so. And let's make a second mesh like so. And now we need flint. So to get flint, what's the drop percentage for flint? Just 1 second. So you get rice seed by sifting with a flint stiffened mesh, and you need 6 flint. And you get flint 25% chance with a gravel, but 3 gravel gives you 1 flint. So I'm not going to do it right now because it would use too much cobblestone, but I'm going to need a flint stiffened mesh very soon. Let's just put that aside for now, and the event is over, and by the lack of noise, you know that all of the dangerous mob are gone. So I can remove this, this, and this. And here, we can remove the top part. So I'm going to have to put the bottom part back again, but we should be safe. So that's why I was rushing to build this, just to survive the first night. And if I wasn't recording an episode, to be fair, on the other playthrough, I got so fed up with it that I built a fully enclosed room, and I just, watched an episode while waiting for the 4th night to happen, so that the event would go through and I'd be safe. I have 2 crooks, I have everything, so let me take a little bit of chance because I don't want to waste time. Let's harvest this tree and back out because, yeah, there's some mob that we can kill from the side here. And you can use the stone spear because it has a higher reach. But you see, it's so many hit for a kill. I kind of hate the stone spine. Now let's take the rest of the tree and back out. Instant kill and perfect. And there's no birds around. Which brings me to the explanation for the tree harvesting. In between my episode 1 and the time lapse of my episode 1, I went back to my other game to see what I had done because I grew tree with no problem there. And then I saw all of my tree farms were in a checkerboard pattern with no sapling touching each other. So now you see I have 3 like this instead of having 6. And if I use the watering can, it's going to call me a liar. Come on, if I use the watering can, remember when it was a 6, already have a tree. So for whatever reason, when saplings are touching each other, they grow, but like it takes a crazy amount of time. Whereas there, I was able to grow a tree super fast. Let me get rid of this, and I'm always backing out because I'm always afraid of mobs spawning. And I got no mobs, so I can collect this. So that's what you have to be careful of. You have to make sure that you put your trees in a pattern, a checkerboard pattern. So now let's talk about the mob farm. We have a mob farm. It's completed and it's back here. It's a 3x9. The mob farm section, it's only one high because it's very temporary, so it's not safe. Don't go there at night. But now I'm checking for spider. If there are cave spiders, they can fit through the hole. So if there's a cave spider like this, I'm backing out and I'm attacking it while backing out. What is that? There seems to be like an invisible mob or something, or a mob that shows something that I've never seen. Anyway, always be safe and attack the mob as far back as you can, which is why you want to use the bow. But this is going to be a good collection. The other thing I wanted to say is that for the Endermans, you throw an arrow at them, which will make them teleport. But you don't get aggro from an Enderman that you... Oh, God! Oh. You have to be careful about the cave spider. That's the most dangerous mob in the mob farm. We're going to want to close the mob farm as soon as possible, and I'm going to explain how to do that soon. So let's just continue killing all of the mob, and since this mob farm doesn't have a vacuum hopper, we're going to have to go in to collect. So we'll have to be very careful. As I was saying with the Enderman, there's no place in my base that's higher than 2.5. So I don't have any risk of Enderman teleporting in. So I can just easily arrow them and they'll go outside of the mob farm, and then I can just ignore them. They'll end up despawning. Let's just try and finish killing. This witch is so long to kill. And now let's listen. Let's be quiet and listen. You guys can hear a spider. So we're going to have to be careful. We're going to open the mob farm, top and bottom, and then back out. And we have to be careful to just hit the spider and kill it. And once the spider are killed, then you can go hit in and get all of your mob items. Wow. This was a really, really great haul. Let's go close that back up and let's back out to the main base. I told you guys we would go adventuring, but we still have some time in the day, and I want to show you the drops that we got. So let's go in the book, in the quest book, and let's look at this. We completed skeleton, which means we got silver and redstone. Then we get either a silver block or a block of redstone. Silver is a lot more rarer than redstone, but we need so much redstone that we'll pick the redstone. Then we completed zombies, which is copper and iron, and that's the one you want to complete ASAP, because now you get a copper block or a block of iron. Copper block drops less often, but we need iron in the beginning. So let's take that. And we have nothing else completed. If we look here, we didn't kill any ender eyes. The skeleton's done. We didn't kill any cave spider. We didn't kill any enderman. We didn't kill... Oh yeah, we killed a creeper, but we only got coal ore. We didn't get aluminum ore. And we killed some spider, but we didn't get any nickel ore. So we can put all of this in our safe right here. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep those. Just getting rid of everything that I don't need right now. Quill, I don't know what that is. And we're going to come back to our iron pretty soon. Let's open those two reward bag. 64 dirt and a slime egg girl. So the 64 dirt's really good. Okay, let's go back to what we were reading before. The slime. So we need to make slime. We're going to do this with rice. So we're going to need to make a flint stiffen mesh. We're going to do that next night. Mob farming. Mob farming. There are many types of mob farms you can make. To move mobs, you can use vector plates or fans. To kill, you can use spikes, punji sticks, mob masher. There are tons of items from Mine Factory Reloaded, Mob Grinders Utilities, and Dark Utilities, and more. And we're going to get a mercenary come and a pick of mob masher upgrade for more damage, more luck, or more beheading, a chance of more head. I'm going to, when I make the mob masher, in the beginning we really need more resource, so I'm going to make the looting one. We can all build the head one later on. So now we need extreme vector plate and punchy stick. So let's look into that. Punchy stick, I'm looking at it even though I know it by heart. You need sugar canes, so we need a sugarcane seed because we don't have nature essence yet. What's the sugarcane seed again? Sugarcane seed is from dirt, if I remember. Yeah, dirt. So we're going to get sugarcane seed from sifting dirt with a 5% drop chance, and we're going to need ancient spore. So these are the two things we're going to want from dirt and a couple of these bushes. For the vector plate, they're cheap in this game, and there's a reason why they're cheap is that you need them to make mob farms. So the vector plate are 2 stone, 1 sugar, and some Slimeball. The rice Slimeball are good. So that's why we're going to need the sugarcane. That's really our next priority item. Let me just make another 2 more, what are they called? Crook. Let's continue making dirt, even though we have 64, because I like continuing making dirt. Break this, back out, close the door, kill the mob, get the wood, and this is the rinse and repeat thing that you do the whole time in the beginning. I wanted to go on an adventure, but now it's already 2 p.m. and it's going to be too late. So we're going to go on an adventure the next day for sure. In the meantime, we're just going to continue trying to get things from our mob farm. Do I have any cave spider? No, so we're good. Gonna kill everything in there, and hopefully we're gonna get to complete another set of quests. In the beginning, so the reason they gave you the stone spear is that you have more reach. So it's easier to kill the mob. But to be fair, use a guardian bow. Don't take a risk. You don't need to take risk. You don't want the creepers to see you, and it's really easier to kill the witch with the bow. So use that in the beginning. And we're going to try and automate this by episode 3. Hopefully, next episode, this is going to be automated, because it is majorly important. Since this is how you're going to get all of your resource, you need to get it done as soon as possible. Let's continue killing these mobs, and I see another creeper in the back and some zombies. The only thing that we're really missing right now are cave spider, but in the beginning, you much prefer not having cave spiders because they are a very dangerous mob since they can escape the mob farm. Let's just continue killing all of this, and then we're going to listen for spider sound, and we're going to be very careful when we open the mob farm. No spider, perfect. Break this part, and let's go in and gather everything. Another great haul. And some heads. Heads are good. We're going to need them at some point, so it's always good getting some mob head. Let's close that back up and close that back up. Go back into our safe base and see what we got this time around. We'll look first at which quest we completed, if any. We completed the witch quest, so we got some iridium and diamond ore. And honestly, we're going to take the block of diamond because I have way more uses for diamond. And then, which other one did we complete? That's it? So, yeah, we're still waiting for nickel. So, only that. It's not bad. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. So, let's put that in the safe again. And then we're going to start sifting some dirt. Like I said, we're not going to go on the adventure today, so we might as well start sifting some dirt. Let's open the reward bag. Oh, another ultra storage. I have 3 ultra storage boxes. So when I make my easy storage system, it's going to be a really amazing system. So let's get that. Let's start some more dirt. And let's start sifting our dirt. No trees, perfect. So what we're hoping for right now is the bush, gooseberry bush, and we're hoping for a sugarcane, and we're hoping for an ancient spore. So stone pebbles, granite, whatever. Some beetroot, which is good for food. Melon, don't really care about that right now. Potatoes, always good, but again, not something that I necessarily need. Let's continue sifting dirt. We had 11 dirt. I'm not using the 64 yet. We had 11. I'm curious to know if the dirt, with the dirt I've made, I get my gooseberry bush, which is very good. So let's continue. And we get the sugarcane seed. Perfect. All we need is the ancient spore. But to be fair, the ancient spore, it's not a rush. We don't, and we get it. So I might as well say it's not a rush. but we already got it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep one dirt, and I'm going to put it back here like so. I'm going to break this. I'm going to put the dirt right here. The reason I'm doing that is I'm going to put the, let's just look at the quest, make sure that it completed. I have this snozzberry bush. I'm going to put, you know what, I prefer drinking blackberry juice if I'm going to drink anything. So let's put the blackberry juice here. Let's get the watering can, and let's water that bush to make it grow. You can't right click on the bush. You have to click like the small dirt part right here. So we're making this into, come on, give me my first berry. We're waiting for the first berry, and once we have the first berry, we're going to collect the berry, we're going to make the bush, we're going to make the juicer, and we're going to make the juice. You can alternatively shift, not shift, right click on the ground before it. And we get our first berry. Perfect. So let's get back here. Let's get rid of all of these other things. 2 sugarcane seed. Wow, that's good. We're going to have to start the sugarcane really soon. In the meantime, let's put that all back right here, and let's make the juicer. How do we make the juicer? Juicer, and as you can see, I'm not stressed for this night. I need 3 stone. So if I was using stone pebble, I would already have enough. Do I have some stone? Because I remember some drop. No, it didn't drop any. So let's start. Oh, I completely forgot to make some, what's it called? Some charcoal, which we need for the Weisenberg. So even though I wanted to go adventuring on day 5, we wouldn't have been able to go adventure on day 5 because we really didn't have any charcoal, which is mandatory for the Weisenberg. Let's continue making some more dirt, and the reason for that is we're going to want to plant the other bushes. You know what? I'm going to plant one of each for now, just because it's cool. I like having all 3 type of berries. There is one problem with doing that though. When you have one of each type of berry, as you guys can guess, it means that you're stacking 3 type of juice. So it's not necessarily the best thing. But at some point, we're going to have a wall of bushes, and we're going to be good, and we're probably going to always be using the same juice. So I'm just waiting for some more charcoal to cook. 6. And let's just remove that. I'm going to start some more afterward. Right now, I just want to get my other charcoal, and I'm going to cook as many cobblestone as this will cook. So it should cook 8 at least. While I'm waiting for this, I'll continue. I'm safe. Oh, do you see back there? That's the mob I was telling you about in episode 1. This big mob, this Loch Ness monster looking mob, is the one that throws you in the air. And you can see another one there. So really scary. Good thing that we're up high. If I wasn't up high, I'd be dead right now. So we're going to continue waiting for some of this to cook. So we have 3 stone, which is what we wanted. 1 that we're going to transform into a button, and the other 2 that we're going to transform into a juicer. And then using the juicer and the blackberry, we're going to make 2 blackberry juices, which means that we should have finished this quest. Yes, claim reward, middle. Let's open the reward bag, and another one of those eggs. I hate those eggs. Let's get rid of this. Oh no, that's the other one I wanted to put. So let's get my other wood. Let's go back here, bake this down, put the dirt, and let's put the 3rd type. You can put them down on wood. Oh god, get out, get out. This thing, like, this is one of the scariest mob. This is one of the mob that you get when you harvest a farm. And you saw the death rate that it has. It's very scary. So let's look. I have a juice right now. I'm going to drink the juice. And the reason I want to drink the juice is look at my saturation and look at my health. So that's super important. But I didn't know that we could put those on wood. I thought they needed to be put on dirt absolutely. So now we have each type of bushes which means we can, well, no, I think we're still missing strawberry. I don't know why I said we have every type. But these juices, they're our food source from now on. Because with the saturation, it means very fast healing. So we're always going to be keeping a stack of bottle in a chest and a stack of bottle on our body. So let's make some more juices, like so. And let's put the juicer away just so that we don't lose it. And now that this is done, I'm going to put half a stack in here. I'm going to cook as much charcoal as I can. So I'll get rid of these, and the juicer. I don't need the juicer right now. Let's continue looking at the quest book. So the next step is the slime ball, which we need the rice slime. Next step is the punji stick. We have the sugarcane. But for the sugarcane, we need a better setup. We need a setup where we have some sand and we have some water. So we're going to need, what's it called? We're going to need some buckets. Okay, this is the next part. Next part, we got our iron. We got 3 iron here. We got the 9 iron from this, but since we got the 3 iron from this, I'm going to use these 3 iron and I'm going to show you. One of the next step of the quest, we did the watering can, we did the stone spear, is the crucible, which we need to build. I'm going to do this a bit later. Crucible. Make an unfired crucible and cook it in a furnace for a crucible. You can place each source under the crucible and melt cobble to create lava. Each sources include a torch, lava, and many model liquid. Some liquid melt others than hotter than others. Torches are the slowest. So I said I'm going to make the crucible later, but I can't. Like, it's the next step. We finally got some bones from the mob farm, so we can transform these bone into bone meal. Let's grab some cobblestone from here, and we're going to need 2 clays at least, and then we're going to want to make 1 lava, which means 4, so we need 4, 5, 6. So let's put these 6 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we can use the wooden hammer to shift break them, which gives us 6 gravel, which we then transform into 6 sand. And whoa, did I just screw up? I don't need 6 sand, I need 2 dust. Wait, what did I need the other one for? What did I want? Oh, the crucible. Oh, I needed the 4 cobble. So guys, don't be a derp like me. Keep your 4 cobble to melt into lava. So I had the 64. So like I said in the episode 1, you're either going to get 64 cobblestone or 64 dirt. If you got 64 dirt, it means a night of sifting to get some pebbles, to get some cobblestone. If you get cobblestone, then you're good. You just have to make sure to keep some. Don't overuse them. So now that I have the 2 dust, I only need to wait for day, because once it's day and there's no more mobs, I can go and get some water. But like I told you guys, it was going to be an adventure. We need to go adventure. So I'm going to put some things in a safe spot. I'm going to keep some food, going to keep that. Going to keep some wood, but I'm going to keep the plank. Get rid of that. Get rid of the apple. That I can keep. It's not a worry. So, perfect. Let's transform all of that into wood, which is more material to build a wall or a roof if we need to. Let's get that. Put it in here. Now, all that we need is the Weizenberg. So, we're ready to go on our first adventure. The only worry I have is I keep hearing a bird. Where is that stupid bird? Because I don't want to be killed by a bird. So before we go on our adventure, it's still early in the morning, it's 6 a.m. Let's kill some mob. And a cave spider, perfect. Which gives us, let's grab that, an emerald, perfect. Let's continue killing everything that's in our mob farm. Oh, I love the mob farm, but you know, you need to automate this as soon as possible. And that's going to be the next episode. The next episode is going to be 100% concentrating on making another layer to our base and closing the mob farm. So I'm just trying to kill the mob as soon as possible. The witch you want to hit with a fully charged bow because you know that... Oh, another cave spider! Oh, God. It died. But I got poisoned. Good thing is I have saturation, so it's healing me. And the moment I can eat a juice, I'm back to full saturation. Okay, so I survived this. That's why always be ready to run away. And it's always better to attack far as possible so that you have more reaction time. And when I said I made a 3x9 mob farm, that's why. Because when I was looking at my screen, 3x9 is the widest that I was able to see the whole mob farm. So that when I see a cave spider, I can react immediately. I thought about it. I put a small time lapse in the other episode because I needed to build the roof and the mob farm and everything. But I'm not really sure I'm going to put a time lapse in this episode, and maybe not in the first 4 or 5 episodes, because in the beginning there's so much thing to do that doing a time lapse would run through so many important information and so many important crafting, because since the difficulty continues going on up, see, now the difficulty is at 9, which means all of the mob are harder and spawn more often. You always need to be careful, and we need to rush armor and good weapon as soon as possible, which is the goal of this pack. And I need to be able, and I need to be able to give you this information. So everything's dead except the spider. Let's break open. Ugh! Nope, there's still a skeleton that I didn't see. So let's kill the skeleton. We have to kill this. Wow, that was lucky. I don't know if you guys saw a cave spider appear, and I killed it in one shot or 2 shot, but before it poisoned me. So that was very lucky. Let's grab all of the mob drops. Very good haul like always. Let's close that back up. Let's get to depositing it, and we're going to leave on our adventure immediately because the day is running out, and I want to show you a little bit what to expect. Let's get rid of all of this. And before we do, I just want to see quickly, did we yes, we finished the creeper quest, which is going to give us a block of coal and a reward bag. Let's look at the reward bag. Oh, another one of those eggs. I should stop picking the middle one. I'm starting to get the feel that the middle one are not the best. I'm only going to keep 10 charcoal because I don't want to risk losing them. I'm going to put them right here. And I'm ready to... Do I have another... Yeah, I have another quest book because there's a chance I die on this adventure. So let's go out. Weisenberg. Shift right click and you get a balloon. Right click it, you get in it. How do you exit it? Shift. And I'm out. So this is the scary thing, guy. I'm going to be repeating this. When you're moving with S to go back, W to go forward, let's say you're holding W and you hit shift. Here's what's going to happen. Get out and walk out and fall into water. So don't hit shift. Just don't. Like, be careful. So now that we're back in it, press Y, put some charcoal in here. I'm going to put 5, and now I have 6 minutes. Look at the top part. I'm doing space, and you see I have 6 minutes, 35 seconds. And I'm really careful. Don't hit shift. Keep an axe in your hand because you might find a bird lying somewhere. X to go down, and don't go too close to the water because mobs can attack you from the water. So I'm going in this direction randomly, and look, there's a bird underwater right here. And if there's a bird, you're just going to want to kill. And snoozeberry juice to heal yourself. So I'm going toward the bird, which is not the smartest thing, but the white bird, they're the less scary and easiest to kill. And you see there's a big Loch Ness monster down here. I want to go around. Oh, I was going to turn to go around, but we have an island right here. So what's this island? Ooh, these islands are really good because they have a chest with food and some great drops. They also have gold and iron and bed and whatever. We're not going to go there. Why? because we're not ready for it. We don't have armor and we don't really have good weapon, but I wanted to show you. What we want, ideally, is a small island where there are resources that we could mine, like iron or some coal or some diamond, although I don't have an pickaxe that can pick diamonds. I also want to show you a armor island. I call them the armor island because they're like a little fortress, and the little fortress has a chest in it, and it always contains some armor. If you're looking at the GUI now in the top part, you can see a green number that says 61. That's my height of the balloon. And 120 I think is the speed. There are ways of going faster. And under it in yellow is the 4-minute 42. That's how much fuel time I have. So I have to think that by the end of that timer, I have to be back home or landed on an island. And if I land on an island and I don't have charcoal for fuel, then I can't come back home. That being said, it's 1:42 and it's about to be night, so we're just going to finish that quick circle around. And unless we see something really interesting, we're going to go back. But I'm going to repeat something again. Don't hit shift. The number of times that I've died by hitting shift, now we have a spawn bed. So if we died, we would lose some very good important material for our beginning of game, but it wouldn't be the end of the world. We would respawn at our bed location and we'd be fine. We'd be able to make another watering can. The one thing that we would lose that would be very bad is the garden bow. Like, that's the scary part. I have to admit that whenever I did exploration, and I forgot this time, I don't bring the garden bow. And I would strongly recommend that you do not bring the garden bow. It's too important for your start. And I made a big screw up and I'm kind of scared, so I'm going to be careful. We have another island here. What's this island? Oh, we have two islands. So that small island on the left, I've never seen before, so I don't really know what it is. I'm scared of going in there because of mob. The island in front of us, that's the armor island I keep talking about. In that island, there's a chest, and in that chest, there's going to be some armor. But again, I have my guardian bow. I don't want to die, so let's not go there because mobs are going to spawn. We have another island. Oh, so these small islands have a chance of passive mob. That's where you get cow or chicken or, any of the passive mob you would want to get. It has some, you can see some diamond, and sometimes they have coal. But that's pretty much all they have. What I wanted to find was an iron island, which is more of a higher structure island. It's basically the one you see on my screenshot at the beginning of the episode. And for hour 2, you know what? It's getting late. I have 2 minutes left of fuel, and I don't want to risk it because we have our iron. We don't really need to explore today. I want to get a couple of days past before I start exploring because it's too risky. So let's go back home right now. And wow, you can see our base in the air split in two. So this is our base. Oh, I forgot to take the tree down. So I'm going to have to go and kill that tree because I don't want it there with mobs that can spawn. What is this? A bull. Okay, so these are milk producers. So that's a good spawn. Let's go up to our platform. Don't look at the Enderman. And once we're up on our platform, X to land. I just want to make sure I'm in the middle and shift to get out. And to break it, you just right click, hit it with an axe. So that was our first adventure ever. Let's get back in and see, night is coming. So it was a good thing that we ended when we did. Before night falls fully, let's go for the mob farm again. Cave spider. So I just want to try and grab aggro so that it comes toward me. And kill it. No! I didn't get... Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I completely forgot doing that. The reason you want to do this, like, I can't walk here and fall. There's no worry. The reason you want to do that is that by putting a secondary platform here, when you kill the cave spider, you get their mob drop. Because I'm not going to finish the quest for the cave spider if I don't get the mob drop. So this on this side, and then same on the other side, like so. Let's just finish this quickly, and before it's night, I want to empty the mob farm another time to get more material so I can show you the next step. Oh, next step, like so, some more, empty, and now let's empty the mob farm. Let's go close. Wow, there's almost no mob in our mob farm. It's almost sad. Well, there's almost no mob. There's only one mob. Whoa, what hit me? Oh, I know what hit me. One of my arrow. There's this weird thing, I'm sure it happened to you before, guys, where when you have an arrow stuck in some wood or in a fence or something, when you break it, the arrow continues its trajectory like it's a magical arrow. So let's get out of here right now and let's finish this. So we're getting onto night 6. By night 8, we're going to have to build another level. So we should continue moving forward, and I didn't get my water. So I'm at 41 minutes. I'm going to end this episode right in a moment. I'm just going to show you the next step. And in the next episode, that's when we're going to build a second layer to our base, which is very important because we need to make sure that we have a zone where we're 100% safe from mob, so that no mob can get at us through the roof or through the bottom. We're going to have some empty zone in our base. I was waiting for cobblestone, but that's what we're going to start making in the next episode. We're going to make a crucible so that with the crucible we can, because we already have 6 iron. Where's my iron? We have the 9 from this here, but we have these 4 iron ore that are going to get doubled. Why? Because that's the next quest I didn't read. Ore doubling. The grinder is a simple block for ore doubling. Simply place your ore in the GUI, place a pressure plate on the grinder, then up on the plate to grind the ore. More expensive plates are more efficient for jumping. The higher you fall on the plate, the more ore it grinds at a time. So we're going to use it to grind our iron ore and get our 2 bucket. So we're going to make the lava with the crucible, we're going to get the water from downstairs, and we're going to make our cobble gen, which means we're going to get cobblestone, and then we can really start expanding the base. Because wood burns, cobble doesn't. Then, stone barrel. Stone barrels. Stone barrels act just like wooden ones do, except you can place lava in it. You can right-click on various liquids with various items to create other resources. Right-click on a stone barrel in GEI to see its use. So let's take a quick look at this stone barrel. Right-click. With mycelium, we can make witch water. And with lava and water on top, we can make obsidian. With water in it and lava on top, we can make cobblestone. With dust and water, we can make clay. With prismarine shard, we can make ice. With obsidian and lava bucket, we can make ore lava crystal. And then we can always compose it and make some wood. So there's a lot of good thing we can do with that, and we're going to explore that in the next episode. So next episode, just doing a quick recap, crucible to get some lava, ore doubling to get our buckets. Then we're going to get a small progression or tiny or progressive automation cobblestone generator, and we're going to concentrate on getting our rice and getting our mob farm automated. So guys, that was a very scary yet good episode. We're making great progress. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now.